looking at here is a 530xi wagon, 2007. And what we've had trouble here with on a few things is this tailgate mechanism that we're going to see whether we can fix. So now we're in the back, and again this is what we're trying to fix. This is the cargo cover that comes out, latches under here, and when you open the tailgate it causes it to go up and slide up. Well, this is the right side and that one seems to work just fine. This little thing retracts. On this side though, I'd stripped it all off, it wasn't working. So this is where we're trying to replace this thing. Right back on the trim. And again there's this. So this is the difference. This is not the one that goes up and down, it just releases and goes up based on the coil or the spring on the cargo cover. Alright, so let's put it back together. Okay, I got my package from DHL from Germany. It's the only place I could find this part. I'm excited to get the replacement. This is the little actuator that releases the cover over the back of the tailgate. And you can see there, if you look really closely, you can see how this thing has been grinding. You can see the brass filings on there. I think I worked out what it was. Somebody at some point has added this clip, this tie wrap, which has pushed the motor slightly to the right, and that far post is bending a little bit. That does what I think it's going to do. It's going to push that gear away from itself so that it doesn't mesh and it grinds and then we're in trouble. So anyway, so I got the replacement here. All looks good, identical, and the little markers there don't appear to have moved, so it means that it should be fresh, and so I better get downstairs and install it. I think the hardest thing that I found on here was locating that part number, so hopefully that's clear. Okay, so there's the old one, there's the new one. Pop the screws out and it sits in there very easily. Actually it just goes straight in, and I've got to work out where the screws go. 3 screws, and that should be a piece of cake. And once that's in, you can see the little plastic thing that recesses. Okay, so that was a piece of cake to put that in. So the little connector there is the little connector on the wiring harness back here. And there's a second one, a little black one, that runs into the back. You see that under the back of the lighting here, right under there. So that's a piece of cake. The only other thing you have to be really careful of is these little screw sockets here. You have to take the, I don't know what those clips are called, but it allows you to hold the screw in. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Okay, we'll replace that. Now let's see what happens. So in theory, when I open this up, it retracts and both those mechanisms seem to work. I put a little bit of grease on there, I'll clean that up in a second. But it seems to work. Try one more time. Open the tailgate, and yep. There we go. Works like a treat.